ultimate sophistication. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Limitless Live. I'm your host, Olga Binyaminov, and today I want to continue November's series on quality of life. It's a theme that's talking all about living better, not busier. Last week we talked about gratitude and how appreciation transforms our quality of living, and I hope that you've practiced gratitude throughout the week. I hope you started doing some of the implementation that I've suggested for you to do, because when you are grateful, no other feeling can exist at the same time. Two opposite emotions cannot exist at the same time. So be grateful for what you have. This week, I want to talk about one step further with this message that you might need to hear right now. Sim- Simplify to amplify, decluttering your life for more joy. And as the holiday approach and the year actually winds down, life can feel crowded in our home, in our minds, or even in our hearts. But simplicity is the art of clearing space so that joy can breathe again. Let's start with a truth that I've learned again and again. When everything matters, nothing really does. In a world that constantly tells us more is better, we often forget that more can mean more stressful, more noise, and less peace. A minimalist author, Greg McKeown, I believe, says in his book Essentialism, he says, if you don't prioritize your life, someone else will. And that line hits me so deep, because how many of us are running on autopilot? We're filling our calendars, we're saying yes to everything, we're accumulating things that don't actually serve us until our energy feels cluttered. Simplicity isn't about having less just to prove a point. It's about making room for what truly matters. When you declutter your outer world, you begin to declutter your inner world, your thoughts, your emotions, and your overwhelm. And that's when clarity, creativity, and calm returns. So let's talk about most tangible layer first, and that's your physical environment. Look around your home or your workplace. Every object holds energy. Some of these objects inspire you, but other objects silently drain you. And the wonderful Marie Kondo said, the question of what you want to own is actually the question of how you want to live your life. When you hold on to something, ask yourself, does this spark joy? Does this serve who I'm becoming? Because decluttering isn't about perfection, it's about alignment. So start small, one drawer at a time, one shelf, one corner in a room. Turn the music, light a candle, and make it sacred. It's a ritual of release. And as you clean your space, imagine letting go not only of the items, but the version of yourself that actually needed that. And you'll notice every time you let go of something you don't need, you feel lighter. You feel more free. Because physical clutter is often just delaying decision. When you start making these decisions, your life moves forward. Now, once you cleared all that outside clutter, there are different kinds of clutters, and some of them are really invisible. Our digital life is overflowing. We have notifications, we have emails, we have photos, messages, tabs that are opened in our browser and actually in our minds. So try this. Take a digital detox day once a week. Turn off all non-essential notifications. And I love the new update in Apple. It has just decreased distractions, so I don't get any notifications at all. And when you turn your phone on, when you open it, that's when it starts showing you the important things, which is really, really decluttering all that chaos of constant notifications. Unfollow accounts that you don't feel inspiring you. If you see something in your feed that you don't want to see, remove it, unfollow it. Every time you scroll, ask yourself, is this feeding my mind or is it draining my mind? And then there's also mental clutter. And that's the constant overwhelm and overthinking. It's the endless to-do list. And here's where journaling becomes magic. And if you have never journaled, you really should. That's where you dump your thoughts onto a paper each morning, no filters, or each night. It's like spring cleaning for your mind, right? Smile, breathe, and go slowly. You don't have to think your way into peace. You can clear your way into peace. When you dump all those ideas, you really declutter your mind from all those thoughts. So physical and digital declutter are easy to spot, relatively. But emotional clutter, that's the hardest and the most powerful to release. When you have resentment, when you have guilt, old disappointments, they take up space in your heart the same way that an unused clothes fill your closet. What do you need to let go of by the end of this year to feel lighter? Who do you need to forgive? Maybe even yourself. As Brené Brown reminds us, let go of what you think you're supposed to be and embrace who you actually are. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means freeing your energy from the past. You can't step into a new season while holding on yesterday's pains. When you clear that emotional clutter, joy finds its way back to you naturally. Now, sometimes the biggest clutter isn't on our desk, it's on our calendar. So say yes to less things. You don't have to do everything to be worthy. Steve Jobs said, deciding what not to do is as important as deciding what to do. And start with 3 questions. Does this aligns with my values? Does this energizes me or does this drain me? And lastly, if I say yes to this, what am I saying no to? Simplifying isn't about doing nothing. It's about doing what matters most with presence and with peace. Let's turn this into Simplify to Amplify challenge this week. For the next 7 days, I challenge you. Choose one physical space to declutter. That drawer, that shelf, that closet, whatever you've been putting off. Unsubscribe from 5 emails or just delete 5 unused apps. And the third thing, say no to one thing that doesn't serve your peace. Every time you release something, whisper to yourself, I am making space for joy. Because that's exactly what you are doing. And as we head forward towards the end of the year, I invite you to embrace simplicity as your new luxury. Peace is the new status symbol. Presence is the new power. Simplicity is not about having less. It's about making room for what matters most. When you simplify your room, your mind, your heart, you amplify your joy. So this week, clear space for peace. Let go to grow and watch how light fills your life. Thank you for joining me today, Limitless Live. And if this episode speaks to your soul, share it with someone who needs a reminder that less really can be more. And until next time, simplify, amplify, and stay limitless.